It's waifu time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Banpresto one-piece flag diamond ship Nefertari Vivi, Code B. We recently had Perona, and as I mentioned in that review, I'm also got Vivi, and if I really like this one, I might get also Nico Robin and Boa Hancock. And yeah, I basically picked this up. It's more of a budget type figure, but I like the design. I don't have a Vivi figure, and I kind of wanted a Vivi figure. I like the blue hair, and overall this design really speaks to me. So let's check it out. Well, this one came out a lot better than Perona, spoilers. So let's have a look at the size real quick. She stands at about 20, a little over 24 centimeters to the top of her head, which means she stands at 9.5 inches tall for the figure. Now, overall look and detail. You got the face sculpt, which is very nicely done. We have a black spot on her cheek. I mean, the black spots, they're kind of going around also on the boobs. There's some of that. But it's just like, I had one on Perona. Why the face, dude? Why the face? But the face is very nicely done. The lips are painted. The eyes are just printed on, so they're a little bit more shiny, but they are clean. And then we got like the earrings, which I really appreciate. Those are very, very cleanly painted. As kind of zooming in a little bit too much. Camera losing focus. But yeah, earrings, eyes, everything is pretty nicely done. Let me zoom out real quick to have a look at the wavy hair. Super greatly sculpted. I mean, I love it. I love like really like dynamic poses, and that's one thing with the Diamond flagship line. Not only is the design really cool, but also I like the poses. It's really seductive, and that's what it's supposed to be. That's what they're going for. So let's have a look at all the detail in the hair sculpt. It's really good. I love it. And once again, it's very clean. You know, like the small holes in there. Like sometimes with figures, there's like a little bit too much plastic in there. But this one is really, really nicely done. Really clean. So thumbs up for that. The hands, no painted fingernails, and nothing too weird in it. Once again, going back to the Perona review, it seems like somebody has a little bit more of a liking for Vivi than Perona, because it's just overall a lot more clean. Then we got the one glove, which is a bit more shiny, giving off a leathery look. And we got the boobs, dude. You got them boobs. So also she has a little choker going around. And once again, very nicely painted in the buttons. You got gold spots that really don't distract. I mean, it doesn't, like, usually there's some smears, especially on the black, but they didn't do any of that. So thumbs up once again for the entire shirt part, which also has a lot of wrinkles, so it's very nice and molded. And let me move the camera down real quick to have a look at the rest of her. We got the belly button exposed and the hourglass figure, which is a one-piece standard. If you're wondering, like, oh, it's not realistic. It's not supposed to be realistic. It's one piece. So then we got the blue kind of scarf or belt going around, and once again the gold belt buckle in there. Very nicely painted, very nicely done. Don't see a problem with that. And we even have some shading in it. There's some small dark bits, especially in the ribbon. Well, actually, just in the ribbon. Don't really see that much in the entirety of the belt, but the ribbon has a little bit of dark shading in it, so that looks cool. And the side parts over here, like the little silver parts, painted nicely. I don't know what's going on. It's so night and day from Perona, who had a lot of paint issues. But then we got some more shading in here, one kind of knee sock. And the only time really the paint falls a little bit apart is for her holster for the gun. As you can tell, there are some spots that go a little bit over the line, but it is forgivable. And then we got the gun in there with some gold on it, which isn't the cleanest, but it is okay. It's nice and shiny, and the gun is nicely molded in there. So then we look at the back, have a look at the butt real quick. Yeah, that's all right. No complaints here. As we move down to the shoes, you got the one kind of knee brace, well, not knee brace, knee pad, and the shiny shoes, boots more likely, with the silver belt buckle. Once again, nicely painted. What is going on? And you got the one piece to hold her up with as a base, which is, once again, a lot more stable than it was with Perona. Though, the legs, it's still kind of iffy, because the legs should be a little bit further apart. He doesn't really stand firmly on the ground. But if you heat this up and just kind of stretch it a little bit, it will work. So overall, not an issue there as well. So since this is a statue, obviously there are no accessories other than like the this thing, the stand, which you just plug into her foot, and then you got a stand. Simple, works. Now, overall thoughts of this figure. She's amazing. I'm a really big fan of this one. Perona had so many quality control issues, but there's nothing noticeable here. Yes, you have some small spots. Yes, this paint job is not the greatest, but this is a budget type figure. This is, I got this one for 35 euros, and depending on where you are, like in Japan, I checked some prices, which they usually go up to like 20 euros. So yeah, well worth my investment. And I mean, about budget figures, I kind of had this talk with a friend the other day, shout out to Zach, who mentioned that thought, like, okay, do I want to buy a Mega House figure for like 80 bucks, or do I want to buy this for like 35 bucks? Yeah, the paint job on the Mega House is a lot nicer, the plastic looks a lot better, but really, if you just want a Vivi figure, this one's pretty great, because you're just looking at it like that. You're not gonna go in every time and look at, oh no, there's a spot on the face. So yeah, overall value of this figure is very nice for 35 bucks. This is definitely worth my time. So yes, I do recommend this one. I love the design. The execution on this one is very, very nicely, although quality control issues can differ, so yours might have a little bit more issues, but still, on mine, I don't see anything that will make me freak out. So I love it, and I do recommend it. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Vivi wants.